you tonight at 6, a man locked up, accused of walking right into a woman's house and fondling her while she slept. And if that wasn't enough, if that wasn't enough of a case against him, once investigators had him on their radar, they learned he's got even bigger problems to deal with. 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll explains what they found out.
It's been just over a month since a raid here at Freshmark's Salem plant ended with the arrest of 146 employees on immigration violations. Now, police say the suspect in this case worked here too and was likely in the country illegally. The chain of events that landed 20-year-old Rafael Felipe behind bars, something Detective Matthew Beck sums up in one word.
It's a travesty. It really is. Things like this should not happen.
It was early Sunday morning in Damascus, a woman asleep in bed next to her fiancé when she felt someone touching her, trying to get her clothes off.
She assumed in a half days of sleeping that it was her boyfriend. When she actually woke up and looked over, found out it was not, and told us, basically started screaming, physically grabbed him and escorted him out of the house.
The woman's 2 children were in the room next door. Her fiancé chased the guy but lost him in nearby woods. Minutes later, cops spotted Felipe walking down the road. They say the woman and her fiancé ID'd him as the guy who climbed into their bed. And there was something else. Police say the fiancé worked with the guy at Freshmark, but that's about all investigators knew. They say Felipe didn't have ID. It wasn't until he got to jail investigators learned the 20-year-old once had a driver's license, but it expired 2 years ago.
At one time is what it sounded like, is he was here legally, but since then he no longer is here legally, which is why he cannot obtain or renew his Ohio ID.
It comes with Freshmark already under federal investigation based on what immigration officials call evidence Freshmark knowingly hired undocumented workers at its meat processing plants. Now, as Felipe sits in jail on charges of sexual imposition and burglary,
absolutely,
the detective who put him there wonders how big the immigration issue is inside the Salem plant.
I think the problem's bigger than we all think, even outside of Freshmark. I really do. I think it is a huge problem across the country and in this area of southern Mahoning County.
A spokeswoman for Freshmark wouldn't agree to an interview, but in a statement said the company is taking these matters seriously, adding Freshmark is working with authorities to make sure the company is following the law. In Salem, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Scott Knoll.